Daylight to all, everything I can remember. Let's begin. This is a world, a beautifully created world. Where God made man, trees, flowers, animals. Earth, wind, and fire. Butterflies, turtles. And then there is a system constructed, man made. One man, a group of people decided that they wanted to run the world. So they laid down the laws that they found appropriate. In the system of monopoly, they wanted to make sure that people couldn't live prosperously. No. You had to sweat to get it, bleed, beg. Bow down and kiss someone's butt and feet for it just to eat in the system ran by a man. Man. That right there should grind your gears. Just a man? Just a man sitting above all this when he's truly underneath all of it. Just the man. Just a few men that has the whole world deceived. And then the trickle effect. Deceiving and being deceived. We eat the poison, sell the poison, trade the poison. We are the poison. But of course, it started somewhere. Whoever created the poison, whoever created the system. Just a man. Just a man. But since he has everyone deceived, just a man, just one man will have all this power and authority over us. Because we choose not to wake up in the system when this is a whole world outside of it. It's right in our face. It's in plain sight. You talk about breaking the glass, the veil. What veil can we actually break? The one where we actually see. Just see. Open your eyes and see that it's just a man. When I say man, I mean just mankind. A man. Not a God. Open your eyes to see that this is a world created for all the things that my Father has given us. And within that, we allow man to create a constructed system. And within that system is his laws, his regulations, his ways, his understanding. But outside of that is a whole world. A world that should be free. A world where there were apple trees growing, not from any chemicalized, modified seed. No, it wasn't from the seeds that you go to your supermarkets or your farmers markets. As organic as it say it is, what happened to trees just growing on its own? What happened to them already being here as a foundation? They're ancient. They've been here. Leave them alone. And then you won't have an issue. Trees are just here. They stand strong. The only thing that should be knocking them down is a storm. At least that's natural causes. What is this? Deer seeds. Oh, wait, there's organic seeds. What? You're planting trees? You didn't have to plant anything. You didn't. Because your land was fruitful. And it was not because you dug your hands in it with a shovel. It's not because you fertilized it with your poison, whatever that means. What is fertilize? What does that mean? What are you fertilizing? What are you touching it for? Why does it need to be touched? Oh, because I want. You want what? This ain't your land, man. You sound like him and her. This ain't your land. And once you start opening up your eyes to see that, then you would see how fruitful this land was always. Why try to control nature when nature doesn't need any help? Stay in your position. Stay in your own, like focus on you, right? It's like worry about you. Worry about the humans, uplifting each other, helping each other, changing those things. Why are you trying to change nature? Why are you trying to touch her? Leave her alone. She grows every day. Seasons. They call it seasons, but she grows. She builds up and then she breaks down and she builds up and she breaks down. All for us. Nature of life, tree of life, and now you are cutting my trees down. For what? Messing with our our habitats out here. For what? No wonder why they're going extinct. Whose fault is that? It's not their fault. Open your eyes to see that there was a world, and still is, outside. Yeah, we may not see the spiritual veil because we have to come to know it. But even still, with knowing it, it's the key to everything. You have to know to see regardless. You got to know what you're looking at. You got to know what you're talking about. You got to understand it. So yes, there's an outside spiritually. There is a veil spiritually. The message is in everything. There is always another side that's separating us from the other side. The side is, there's separation, but there's another side. Just like when you dream, what's separating us from that? Maybe our sleep, our consciousness, like still showing that there's another side. Still showing that we exist on the other side. So physically, spiritually, subconsciously, you're still going to always have to know. But to see the world outside of this system is the world that he created it. The foundation in the beginning. Is this not the world he created for us? What happened? Why is it not the world that he created, that he given us? Why? Oh, because there's a system now. Because there's laws and regulations, correct? And it's more martial law because nothing's free. I can't just go to a beach. I'm sorry, before it was a beach, it was just an ocean. They have names for these things. I can't just go to the ocean, to the water, to swim, to just be, to use the natural minerals to soothe me. Now you got people paying these corporations, these spas and all these things. Lord knows what's in those waters. But you have to pay. I can't even go to the park for free. I can't walk on the land for free. Why? Oh, because a man, just a man, wanted to be God, wanted to control us, has authority and dominion over us in this world. Can't you see? Because there's a whole world outside of this system, outside of this monopoly game. Money don't have to exist. What is money really? When God created all things for free, nature produces, reproduces every day for us. Free food, free nourishment, free natural remedies, all from Mother Nature, all from God, given to us. And it's fruitful. It's everlasting. It just continues. It just stands. It just stands. But who messes it up? Who go against nature? Not nature. who goes against her, takes away our natural remedy, destroys her natural remedy, her free food, nourishment, fruits and vegetables and grains and all the natural food. What is food? What is food really? It should just been called earth, life, right? An apple. Call it by its name. A cucumber, some rice, some corn. What is food? Packaged stuff? Leave that in the supermarket where it came from and throw it all away. Because it's all fake. Open your eyes. Is those things truly real? When there is truth and real outside of it. When the truth is that this is real outside of the system, where you see that tree and not a tree that was grown by man's hands, now you can't see the difference. Camouflage, deceiving. Yeah, it's come to this. They've been working scientific experiment, clinical trials. They've been working day and night. Have they not? In whose house? Their fathers. Because they're not working for God. Not when they do those things. What do you mean? God already done the work for us 7 days. Do you remember? Bible readers, where you at? My father worked. And then he rested. So what you mean? What do you mean you have to be working? Yeah, working against my father's works. Working against nature. That's the issue. And these scientists, whatever they want to call themselves, creators, brilliance, masterminds, the rich and wealthy, whatever you want, the shoe fits, wear it. I speak these things in spirit. They feel it. And I don't have to be face to face with them. It's despicable. Can't you see? Can't you see how you can break the glass? Spiritually. Can't you see? How you can do the work of the Father and you ain't got to step foot in no building. And he said he wasn't in those places. But hey, what do I know? What do I know, preachers? What do I know, Bible readers? What do I know? You tell me, since you're the ones teachers and philosophers, you tell me with all those degrees. You tell me. Since you have all this authority. But your actions is filthy. Filthy. Got everyone deceived. A man. Man, not a God. Man has done this. And you want to curse my Father. You want to go against my Father for what man has done? Because you can't see. You got Jesus on the cross telling Father, forgive them. Forgive them, Father, for they don't see. You got him showing mercy to you. But what do I know, right? Because, wait, the verse says that he's an advocate for you. He's an advocate for you. But you taking it for granted. You taking him for granted. And I'm going to tell the truth. Shoot, somebody got to do it. And the ones that's speaking up is doing it. And we say all the same things. Somebody got to do it. Why? Because you haven't been doing it. We wouldn't be in this predicament. This wouldn't have happened. But who allowed it, right? Because, oh, wait, hold on. We, the ones that speak up for this, have become the minority. How could that be? So I don't need to hear from you. I don't need you to speak. Because your actions have shown your allegiance. Your actions have shown it all. Your actions have spoken for you, and it's loud and clear. We have no choice. We have no freaking choice. Because I'm not going to try to, not even try. Like, I'm not going to be oblivious. I'm not going to try to act weak or try to act like I don't have a mouthpiece. I'm not going to conform into whatever the spirit of this is, where you get upset about little things, you get tired of it, but then you still go back to it. You're still working for them. You still go back to sleep. Generally, I'm not just speaking of one particular thing, because we all have things that we need to work. I'm saying generally. I'm talking about breaking the freaking glass spiritually. Why are we not, there it is. Why are we not all speaking up? If we clearly are woke, if we clearly all know this, do you understand that we could change the world? We can, listen. This system does not have to exist. Do you understand me? When you be complaining every beginning of the year about your taxes being taken, well, you get your taxes, but period, you're not getting anything back. And then constantly there's money being, that's what I mean, throw it all away. You see, because they're always going to take money from you, because that's their money. They created it. They can do what they want with it. That's why I said just throw all of it away. You're not seeing the bigger picture. Instead, you're just complaining every once in a while about, oh, them taking your money, your taxes. Okay, but the people that are taking it are the ones created it. Now you got jobs to be a tax collector. You give them positions. More positions, more power in his house. People talk about, oh, we need to make more jobs and positions for our people. Listen, what positions and power are you giving it, and who are you working for? What type of people are you helping? It ain't the people of my God. Because if that was the case, we wouldn't have tax collectors, because there wouldn't be nothing to collect. But they only collecting what is theirs because it is theirs. But you can say all day, oh, I'm working for it. I worked for it. Yeah, but you're working for money. And who owns the money? Who created it? Man. So it is just a man that has this power that will take from you. Take what is his. So throw it all away. And you see that, oh, wait, you break the glass again. Another crack, a big one too. Because you find that this material, man-made monopoly game is how the system was running. That's what kept the system running. Because the whole point of this is to keep you keep you a slave. Because if everything was free, then you'd be free. Do you understand me? But since it is not, and you're now in this monopoly system, this monopoly game, you are not free. Because now you have to earn and sweat and bleed and beg and plead and do some things. Some people do some things. Lay down their morals now. Have no boundaries now. Turning homosexual now. All these things for the love of money. Father say, look through the peephole and see what they do. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah, he said, woe to them. Woe to the earth. Whoa. The fowls of the sky be like, whoa. And you know that they flying over you. They seeing all of these things. Whoa. Out of every creature in the world, they the one saying, whoa. They the one got wings to fly from the east, south, west, north. Whoa. Look through the peephole and see what they do. Whoa. Whoa. Close the book. Close the book. Because once you hear all this, then you can go open the book. And then when you read those scriptures, you can actually edify it for your church. Yeah, you can actually preach it and understand it. Now you can actually interpret it. Now the mysteries will be revealed to you. Close the book. We're in this world. The book is a prophecy of this world, of us. The book, as I've always said, should be a confirmation, a reassurance, a prophecy, meaning it's going to happen regardless. So once you read it, it's just like, oh, confirming. Okay, so that's to happen. Okay, well, I'm waiting. Patience is a virtue because we all believe in destiny because it's already been done, right? If he's telling you what's going to happen, who am I to question my creator? Who am I to say, oh, I would never? Me? You're just a fool, really. It's written. It's done. You better be glad someone written in a book for you to read about it. Because regardless, like I say, close the book. Even if the book wasn't here, it's still going to happen. You just didn't have anything to, reassure you, confirm it, warn you, and something outside of yourself, like a book. But he still could have came to you just like he does in dreams, outside of the dreams, just in you knowing, just understanding things, you going through life, realizing, and then wait, there's a book. That's a bonus. That's treasure. Oh my God, we got a book to help us along the way, to remind us. Thank God. Just like you got people here, oh my God, to help us, to remind us. Great. Along the way. But for some reason, one man and his ways, his agenda, you turn on the TV, what do you see? You see nothing of this. No, you see more artificial, more poison, all fast food, food, modified food. That's all you see. Advertisement selling something. Frauds, fraudster. Yeah. Scams, scammers. Yeah. Actors, platformers. But they call them all influencers. Really? Okay. This is what it's become. You turn on your radio. What is what is this? Ain't nobody saying we want to hear gospel, because what is gospel really? What is gospel, right? All these titles. You don't gotta be, see, you don't categorize this. See, more diversity, more division. Music should have just, what is music? A person speaking, a person singing, a person being explorative with their talents, their voice, right? They could just be speaking of truth and nature. The real, just real, anything real. But instead, no. Now we have gospel where it's just, I don't know, a certain select people only want to, they just categorized it. And now it's called gospel music. What's the categorizing for? Oh, because you got to actually choose. It's become a choice now. Whether it's a hard choice or an easy choice, everything is a choice now. Like, oh, I have to choose to eat healthy. I have to choose to follow my heart versus what everybody in society is saying. Now I have to choose to go this direction when most everyone else is going the other direction. What? And thank God you just happen to be right in your understanding. Thank God you just happen to be right in your path, right? Because the majority would have led you astray. The majority, broad is the way. And many go through. Thank God, you know? Choosing you. Thank God you chose you. And not the world. My goodness. Thank God you chose individuality. And there's only a few. But thank God those few are God's chosen few. But everybody and their mama want to say they're chosen. Well, we'll see. But regardless, this is how you break the glass, exposing the wicked deeds that they do. And they've been doing this before me, before you. My goodness. Generations repeating again and again and again and again and again, looping again. Do you see how the head's turning a loop, woo, 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 dizzy, confusion, illusion, boom. You just got to stop. Whoa. Hold up. Wait a minute. Stop. Freeze. Just stay there. Don't come any closer. Right? Just please do not say, don't distract me. Right? Because you're tired of this looping, tired of the same thing. How can it stop? And most people will say, just stop. Right? Just stop eating. Just stop doing that. Just stop, right? That's the easy. It's easy to say it. So I want to talk about all of it. The truth is, yes, that's how it stops, if you stop. But now we have to milk that, because now we understand that it's not easy to stop. And that's a whole nother issue, isn't it? In this pit. But can't stay there for long, because it's the bigger picture we're focusing on today. Breaking the glass spiritually is exposing the wicked deeds. Wicked deeds that have been wicked from the beginning. Where are my Bible readers at? Does he not speak of how the world was dark, man? The world was dark. And he came into this world. He came into this world where there was already prophets, there was already magicians, there was already priests, there was already officials of such, leaders, people in seats, people that have power. He came into this world as he was, right? Just as you say, as I am. I came in this world as I am. I didn't come in the world as a police officer. I didn't come in the world with the title of a lawyer. I didn't come in the world saying I'm a tax collector. No, I come in the world as I am. And that is the threat, because no title, no money, no substance, nothing outside of yourself can validate who you are. But they try. They try. Because that's how they get their power. Because you know why? Because they are not who they are. They have not been built up. They have not chosen to build themselves up in integrity. You know, I love that word. Integrity, strength, courage. Yeah, it's just those simple things. Always. Just those things. Spiritual armor. So they can't come as they are. So they hide behind persona. They hide behind a mask. They hide behind the badge, the uniform. It gives them power, because the power is not inside. Because inside should be dignity, power, integrity, power, strength, power. But the only way that you have those things is if you build yourself up, if you use what God has given you, because they're already in you. We choose every day to stand up for ourselves. We choose every day to speak up for ourselves. And some have went down in history, but for the ones that you don't publicly see, because clearly they are hidden away, aren't they? Not publicized, not rich or wealthy. Yeah. Inside, in their sanctuary. You won't find me outside. I'm sitting in my bed. I'm sitting right on my bed right now, looking at the wall. That's what I'm doing. And I'm just speaking out. Where do you find me? Minding my business. Not looking for attention in others. You're not going to find me out there. You're not going to find me in those buildings. But that's a verse. I'm sure that's a verse. Listen, okay? Breaking the freaking veil spiritually. Because he's going to do it physically. They've been trying to do it physically, trying to figure out where's the end of the earth. Where is it? Should we dig in it? Should we diggity dig? Should we dig in it to find the end of it? Go ahead. Go ahead, dig your pit. Dig it. Diggity dig it. No, but seriously, they try, but only God and will, as he said he was going to come back. And that's it. History after that. Literally, physically, you will see the Son of God and all the things that will be happening when he comes. You talk about breaking the veil. You talk about breaking the glass. You talk about the firmament. All the words to describe it. Yeah. He said it's gonna roll up like a scroll. Amen. True. Amen. Listen, I love that one. I seen that. I said exactly that. He said like a scroll. Like a storybook, like clothes. Like that's it. Like this was just so like listen, humbly speaking, he said roll up like a scroll, like this whole world is just, because it is. To him, it's like mediocre. It's small. It's significant, I'm sure, because I'm in it. But it's like literally I could just roll you up, close it, throw like, yeah. Yeah. So breaking the glass spiritually. How am I doing it? How am I breaking the glass spiritually? How am I doing it? Test question. Matter of fact, this is a quiz. Yeah, same day quiz. Yeah. How am I doing it? How am I breaking the glass? How could I have figured it out? Yeah, I'm exposing them, but what am I doing? What's the theory? Is I'm seeing to know, or am I knowing to see? Am I speaking the truth? Yeah. Speaking the truth to see, speaking the truth to know, speaking the truth to, it's like finding your way out. Yeah. It's making a way, because through that way you can see. That's how you break in that glass spiritually. Because now you can see when everything was right in front of you. Before this, everything was still in front of you. For generations. Look at your parents. It's been here in plain sight. So what am I doing? What's the truth? You have to know to see through it. Because you've been seeing through this. You've been seeing it. But have you really been seeing it? Because if you truly seen it the way that now you can see it, oh, heck no. You'd be like, oh, hell no. It does something to the soul, doesn't it? It awakens the soul, doesn't it? But you've been seeing these things from the beginning. Nothing I'm saying is new. I'm not the first to do this. Right? I'm not taking credit for this. You've already known this. That is why they say you're asleep. They don't just say that for nothing. You thought they weren't talking about you. Who'd you think they were talking about? What did you think they were talking about? The world is asleep. What do you think that means? Well, you didn't know until you met someone like me. Because when you meet someone like me, with what I know, I can make you see. But you did not know that you couldn't. So there you got Jesus. Forgive them, Father, for they don't know. They can't see. But these same men that he was praying for has eyes to see. Do they not? They seen him and crucified him. They seen him and betrayed him. They seen him and chose to still not accept him. So anyone would say, well, oh, we see you. Exactly. But do you really want God to judge you? Because you feel you sick, because you know that you see. But Jesus is on a cross saying, forgive them, they don't see. I mean, it's not a question, right? You don't want to be judged based off what you just done. And what you had just done to the person you done it to is the same one interceding and the same one advocating for you. You see how you still can't see that? And now you do? Father say, look through these people and see what they do. Oh my God. Look through this people and know what they have done. Oh my God. Not even look. Hear what they do. Hear what they say. Hear. They don't know, right? There go Jesus. They don't know. They don't know what they say. They don't know what they do. They don't know what they see. But how would you understand that? If you feel that you can see, if you know that you have eyes and you can see. Exactly. It takes someone, another advocate, because I'm not against you. Trust me, I come with understanding. I'm a sinner too. I'm not Jesus. I'm not going to give you all the mercy when there's truth and accountability. I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth of him, the understanding, so you can understand what he meant. If you're still doing the same thing and you're still doing the same thing to people that he sent into the world after him. Listen, I'm 31 now. You have already done it to me growing up, right? And you're still doing it to other people, right? It has been done. So again, if you're still doing the same thing to the people that intercede for you, the people that advocate for you, we come into this world to give you light. We come into this world to remind you that there's another way, that there is a way out of this system, that this is a world. Yes, it is. But remember that it's a system constructed. You're in a system, man. And good ain't good enough. It never will be. Because it don't exist in a system that's not real. There's no goodness you can find in it, but darkness. But darkness. Outside of the system, there is real light. Do you see that? There is real trees. There is real fruit, vegetables, natural minerals. In the system, there is fake, unreal, synthetic, artificial, preservatives, fertilizer, pesticides, pyridine, all of it. All these scientific wording, terminologies, all meaning the same thing. It is poison. And you wonder why we beat our chests. You wonder why a person would get emotional, because it's that deep. Are you kidding me? But we are the ones, we are the black sheep. We are the ones separated, isolated, punished, prison, crucified, beheaded, stoned. We are the ones that have no friends, no family, no community. We are the ones that are barren, have no children, can't have a regular life here, even though we're here for years on years and years, for however long we're here, among you, living among you, raised among you. And then you want to call us different, call us an outcast. Yeah, exactly that. But god dang, you have made us into something negative, like we're the devil, the bad guy. So we say this, right? We say, I'll be the bad guy. Fine. Yeah, I chose misery. Fine. You're not lying. How do you think it feels to be in this position? Real low, doesn't it? To know all of this and not get no credit, to not have that seat, but to have to expose the ones that have this credit, expose the ones to you to make you see that, no, I don't want their seat. I didn't come in this world to take their seat. I just come in the world to show you there is another way. There is actually the truth. And since you did not know, because that's all you've seen, that's all you knew in darkness. That is why they call it darkness, because when we come into this world, we allow you to see something different. And yes, the truth is that in this world, there was a man, right? A fallen angel, once upon a time. You want to call him Satan, the devil, whatever you want to call him. Okay, my mind's fluttering. Oh, I just lost it. But yeah, I just lost it. What was I saying? Satan, the devil, he came into this world. I'll just add to that But I'll just continue that, you know, it's not a lie. This is a position of misery. This is a position that is low. But the question is, were we made to take their seat? Did we come into this world to be high? Or did we already come knowing that we were going to be least? The purpose, the will, was the will to be first, or was the will to be a servant? The will to be least, the will to be at the bottom, the will to be able to see, be in the darkest places that you would never think. And that is how the mystery is so profound. That is why the mystery exists. Because we are the mystery. You would never believe that we will be in such places, but to see that we rise from the darkness. And you wonder, how could a person rise from the darkness? Because we were never just a person. We weren't just a people. Like, we were who we were. And once you start to realize who we were, then you understand that's God. These are the true children of God. The philosophies come from us. It is inspired from us. All the wise sayings, it's all prophecy, is it not? And it's based off of certain people, is it not? There wouldn't be a mystery if we didn't exist. There wouldn't be miraculous if we didn't exist. It's so miraculous. It is. Right? Because again, you say, how could I know these things? I didn't go to school. I was the black sheep. No one taught me, but I just know these things. Why? Because I'm not just anybody. I have come in the world to show the world. It's showing the world that it's possible to have nothing, but to have everything. But in God, through God. Because only God is giving me this. Only God is making a way for me in the spirit. While I'm out here exposing things. So I can complain all day, like whatever I'm complaining about, the little things, like, oh, but really I'm not, because here's the thing, I don't want worldly things. So I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, I want this to be better. I mean, aesthetically pleasing, yes, right? Like the place that you stay in, but do I need a mansion? Do I need a big house? Do I need a fancy car? Do I need jewelry and diamonds to look like? No. That's why all I ask is to be free. Take the chains off, take the muzzle off. I want to go home. I want to be my father. I want to, live. Because I always have to work. And then also be a slave. Because, oh, wait, we're among you. I am among you. I was born here too. I become a sinner. I'm in the system. In order for me to understand your ways, in order for me to have empathy and sympathize, like, I have to do the same things. So on top of me working with the work that I was sent here to do, because it's just in my soul to know, it awakens me, even though I was among these people, among this custom and culture, among this environment, I still have not changed. It still has not changed my essence. Even though they put me in a dungeon, even though they excluded me, I still rise. I still know these things miraculously. The mystery is profound. Why? Because I was always God's. Why? Because it's prophecy. I was always going to rise. What do you mean? Jesus was resurrected. So of course there's hope for me. Of course he was going to come back for me. because my God is alive. It's you that are asleep. It is you that don't know. It is you that forgotten. But you want to tell me that my God is not real, right? You want to tell me that my ways won't get me far, that who I am, I need to change. This is what the world tells us, right? You're too much. You're too serious. You're too deep. People ain't going to like it, especially the men. Especially the men. I said, I don't give a dang. I don't want them. You must never knew me. Say that for some other chick. I don't want to hear it. Because it doesn't mean anything to me. Who loves me, loves me. I'm not out here needing to be validated, looking for approval, especially from no man. My Father loves me. That's enough for me, literally. And he's the man of mans, Lord of lords, King of kings. Can we keep going? Fathers of fathers, creators of creators. Alpha's an alpha man. You talk about a man. You ain't not known a man. You ain't not know a true man until you known him. Oh, wait. He created you. Duh. So yes, my Father loves me. He chooses me. He comforts me. He holds me. Hold me, Father. Hold me. He lifts me up. What the freak do you mean? He talks to me. I'm never lonely. When these snakes try to creep into your home, thinking that they can feed on your vulnerability. No. My Father built me up strong. Yeah. And they don't like it. No. See, that was the defense. He built me up. He built me up. And that is why they say what they say. Oh, you're too serious. You're too much. Why are you so strong? For fools like you to think you can think. No. So, anyway, that's a whole nother topic. But the message is the message. And if you get it, then you get it. Take what you can take from it. This is just everything that I can remember. My Father has done it to me. Built me up. You know, he's done it. Right? You want to always think that, oh, God has control over your life. He has a will for your life. He's guiding your steps. You want to hope, because we all hope, right? You want to know. You want to see. You want to see it. This is how you see it in me. I am a very strong person. And it is most of the time too much for someone. Or from my feedback, you know, they can sense it. I don't even have to be doing anything. I could just be holding my head up. They sense the integrity. They say, oh, you must be strong. You must be this. I didn't even say 2 words. Humans, you know, like that spirit. Yeah, I'm strong. And what? Now what? You even got people out here. How do you say it? You even watch people, you know, men, you got women too. They bash strong women. And again, we're not all the same. But what I'm saying is any type of strong woman, it's like, oh no, we don't like them. That's a whole nother topic. But you got this plastered on your teeth. This is what you're listening to. I don't. Why would I? Why would you when it's plastered on all over them on what they are? They hate strength. They probably lack it, you know? Intimidated. Because what do we ever do to you? Wouldn't you want your mother, your sister, your daughter to be strong? We don't got to make this into a black thing, but my God, black does matter in this world. They've made it so. So to be a black woman as well in a world, or a black brother, it just seems like it only matters when it matters to the person to be strong. Like, oh, it only matters in this time, or with these sort of people, or this sort of gender. Again, this is a whole nother topic. That's what I'm saying. Nonsense. Nonsense. I wouldn't even step that low to even have to write a book about it. Because that's a whole nother topic. All I'm saying is that how strength is plastered on me, well, what do you think is plastered on those sort of men? Weak. They're more self-centered than a woman. Weak. They hate probably women. Weak. They hate strength in a woman. Weak. Coward. You see what I mean? Like, why would those sort of men, that spirit, never get near me? We would never be compatible. Never. See, it doesn't matter how cute the person is. Once they start speaking, then they'll tell you who they are. That's what makes them ugly. So they're not going to like me, right? Just like they're going to realize my spirit. Their spirit's not going to like my spirit because I'm strong. Okay? That's what I'm saying. Was that supposed to change me? Make me feel changed? Because no. That's what I mean. I have a father that has chosen me because of those things. I've been strong my whole life and have been criticized for it from the world, the people in the world, men, women, family, all the things. Right? And it has deprived me from things, right? Maybe I don't have this or that because of it. But I have gained God. I have gained the things of him, the things he can give me. I mean, my God, man, I'm speaking truth. So what the freak are they speaking? Exactly. Nonsense. They worried about a person's strength. They worried about a woman's strength when they could be talking about so many other things. And they got so many followers. People follow them. They're leaders. But then when the real truth is the overall truth of truths, you get 2 followers. Prophecy. This ain't nothing new. So that's what I mean. We don't do it for views. But at the same time, it's just true. You know, because look what people choose. They choose to feed the spirit of what sort of spirit is that? Drama, gossip, fake news. They choose to feed that spirit. You know, invite that spirit in. Invite like-minded people that think the same. But I mean, my God, open your eyes. Isn't that nonsense? It's very sad and unfortunate, not for me, but for the women that are still searching in the world for worldly men, worldly people, worldly things, worldly validation. It's sad because it's horrific to think that you're going to find decency when the world thinks this way, when the world doesn't even want you, like you, hates you. Right? This used to be a man's world, literally. Like, we had no rights. We had no rights. Hate you. So it's not surprising when there's still men that can't hide it, their tongue. It just slips out. The hatred of women. So it doesn't matter if it's the weakness of a woman, the strength of a woman, just a woman. When they can be uplifting a person, speaking about poisons, speaking about down low niggas, speaking about all the actual darkness. What problem ever arises from someone having strength? None. They trying to find an error in something perfect, made perfect. When did that see what in the theory? When did that ever become an issue? Strength in a person. But you see, wait, it had always been an issue. See, let's take it back to the beginning. Did they not already hate truth? Did they not already hate strength? So it's not surprising the spirit that they have now in 2026. It's the same message. They hate us. They hate that spirit. They want weakness. They prey on vulnerability. What do you think? Now you can identify their spirit easily. What kind of spirit would feed on vulnerability, weakness? What kind of spirit will want their women weak, below them? You're below me. Kiss my feet. What? I'm the king. What? No, you're not. We have a king. Who are you, imposter? They trying to say that they're kings and that they deserve queens. You're not a king. That's for one thing. And that's the last thing, because there's nothing in between. We know who the Lord of Lords is, King of Kings. I'm not calling you king. You don't even act like it. You don't even act like a prince. And you clearly don't want to be a peasant because, look, you got all these jewels and fake diamonds plastering yourself to make you seem higher than a peasant. And really, you're below a peasant. You shouldn't really exist. You're fake. Everything fake is about you. Like, do you even really exist? Because everything is fake about you. The persona, fake strength. All your followers are fake. You know what I'm saying? Scammers, frauds, low lives. Like, you don't really exist. Just like the system. Is it even real? Just like the supermarket food. It really doesn't exist. It doesn't in the theory of things, because if there is another side and that other side is actually authentic, everything is authentic, and then within this, everything's synthetic, yeah, you don't exist. Like, there's no question. One doesn't belong. One was here just to be like a blooper. Like, it just was a distraction. It didn't really exist. But the question is, was anyone going to figure that out? This system is destructible, corruptible. It's not everlasting. It's temporary, just like everyone else. Just like everyone else with the same spirit. Everyone else that's belonging in it, programmed in it, has these programs of that spirit. And don't give these little don't give these clowns a little bit of money. Okay? Don't give them a little bit of attention or a little bit of clout or a little bit of position. You don't know what you have done. You done made this person the president, unruly. Now he about to kill you and your family. It's just like, you know, putting these people in these positions. It's just crazy to me. Like, did you not know he didn't like women before you elected him? Because it was in your face the whole time. But you're so fixated on how this person looks so fine that you're not even actually seeing him for who he is. You're just looking at the surface of the person, judging the book by its cover. Have you not learned? Father, she hasn't learned. Well, that's why she ain't invited. Exactly. She ain't coming through my kingdom because I never knew her. She ain't ever made it to this understanding. She ain't ever come to realization. She's still fixated on like the surface level things, the things that are not important. But they the same women that want to have their neck stretched out. Yeah, we're my Bible readers. He tried to humble y'all too. Same ones. He said his daughters be, thinking they all that when you're like an empty noggin. Ain't nothing there. But you want to dress up on the surface. Same spirit. But inside is wretched. Inside is dark. Inside there's nothing. Inside, you're leading your home, your house, your husband, your wife, your kids, hide them. Because you're leading them astray. You're leading them left. You're leading them to death. And then it's we that got to spiritually speak for the children. Yeah, those are my children spiritually. Yes, they are. I care more for them than you do. And you the one that was the vessel that popped them out. And I'm the one that's barren. Ain't got no children. They want to hate you because you care. But what they really hate is themselves. Because they start to know to see. They start to know to see what a true mother is. Same message. Seeing, don't let your eyes deceive you. You pop that baby out. You're a so-called mother in the world, but are you truly? A mother is a title. It is a there should be proudness to it. It means something. It only means something if you are who you should be with that title. Just like those children can be taken from you because they're God's. Better in his hands than yours. Yeah. Shouldn't be a harsh truth. Because most of you people give your babies away, kill them. Leave them on porches and streets. Don't even have the decency to give them to the orphanages or bring them actually inside of the police station. Just leave. You ain't got to. You over here flushing them down the toilet. Drowning them. Setting them on fire. When you could have just left them. But got the nerve. Got the nerve and the entitlement. Please. Please. This is a preview. Yeah, I'm on a council, but this is a preview of true judgment. I'm among you. You don't think you're going to hear all these things when you go up there, up in front of my Father, the Creator? There's still things that my eyes never seen that I can't judge off of. Maybe I've seen all things. But you get the message. This is a preview. And boy, if I know these things, just like you know what you do, horrific, we will all be judged. But that wasn't the point, right? All of this was the point. Me telling you what you do, this being a preview wasn't the point. The point was, of all of this, was for you to see. Just see everything generally, but for you to see that you must be asleep. Because how could you do these things? How could you keep continuing to do it? How could you parade around in lies and deception? Why don't you just tell the truth? If you're going to do these things, then just tell the truth. If you are actually weak and you hate women that are strong, just say it. Instead of bashing them. Do you see? But no, you would never do that. You would never expose yourself. No, of course not. Well, somebody got to do it. Somebody got to do it because, again, as I've said before, if I left it up to you, shoot, everybody'd be dead. Yeah. Everybody. If I left it up to you, everybody would have been homosexual, following society norms, following society trends. Please, they'll run you in a ditch. They'll have your whole legacy cursed. You understand? Society norms. Get everybody robotic, speaking the same, dressing the same. That's what you want? If I left it up to you and I no longer spoke, or they kept me in a dungeon. What's the verse? And he speaks about the dragon. He bounds the dragon, doesn't he? Well, yeah, he bounds us too. Think about it, we were still bound. We couldn't speak because it wasn't time. Exactly, my point. It was their time to rule. Look around. You got what is that called? What's that movie called? I'm being funny, but what is that movie? Day watchers, day catchers, something, but pretty much saying, look around, these zombies walking. If it wasn't for the sake of the elect, he would not come. If I wasn't speaking, my God, I gotta say that deeply. My God. What the freak? What the? There's no hope. There's no hope for the, let alone you. If you want to get out of here, I don't know. But for the children, if I wasn't speaking this truth, right? Breaking barriers, breaking chains, curses in the spirit. If Satan never knew about me, there was no threat to their foundation. My God. My God. Do you understand? Do you see that clearly? Look around you. Is anyone else speaking up? No, I mean seriously. No, not no. Oh, so these are 5 ways to know you're chosen. Shut up. Shut up. Cause who you helping? Why? What's that got to do with anything? Everybody gonna feel they chosen, but being chosen take more than just being chosen. Being chosen take more than just believing you're chosen. Are you working? 5 ways to know you've always been chosen different in the world. Listen, that's the last thing on the agenda. We had to work up to the understanding. Because back then, ain't no chosenness. No, you was freaking prison, beheaded, stoned, crucified, on punishment, excluded, outcasted, shunned, and hated, and made the devil. People looked at you like they was uncomfortable with your spirit. Yeah, you among them. So all this chosenness, no, he has revealed who is the chosen and who always been. But now you got these critics talking about, oh, this is how you're chosen. That ain't gonna save you. Who's gonna save you are the people that have worked through the darkness. Being least, being at the bottom, being, again, crucified, set apart, prisoned, beheaded, stoned, isolated, hated. Those exact individuals. And you over here talking about, oh, this is how you know you're chosen. That's not what, you shouldn't be preaching that, brother. The only people that should be preaching that is the chosen people. And they're not gonna preach it in that way, like, oh, this is how you know you're chosen. No, we're gonna embody it. We're gonna just be ourselves, and you'll know to see who we are. Ain't no, oh, so this is, Those are just critics, right? And if anything, for me, I take it as God working through technology, because there are AI videos that speak exactly about me, exactly about us, exactly. Did I make that video? Did I tell anyone? No. It just happened to be in these last 2 years popping up in the algorithm. I can accept that. But everyone else, it's like, why you make videos about that? I get it, it's cool, but why you make videos about that when you could be making videos about, see, that's the thing. If you actually had your eyes open, if you actually was chosen or whatever you want to say, you will be talking about things that you've seen, things that you know, being a chosen one. What's your story? Like, who are you? Like, I don't see God in you. I just see you talking about a chosen person, trying to boast people head up like everyone's chosen, you chosen, you chosen. No, you're not. Why you lying to these people? That's a sin. You see what I'm saying? That could be a very big sin, because that's like just the same message. If someone was like, oh, it's just leading them kind of like astray. Like, oh, if you do this, if everyone does this, we'll all go to heaven. No. If you do this, then you're all invited to the banquet. Who are you, sir? Stay in your lane. Speak about things in the world that need to be addressed. Leave the chosen stuff to the chosen ones. Okay? Because again, you out here, again, the mysteries is revealed, right? Because it's talking about us. But when you're saying, you see how you got people so fascinated about it, like, yeah, that's me, I always knew this. How can it all be all y'all? How? When he said it's a chosen few. I'm not trying to pop your bubble, trust me. I'm not trying to belittle no one, but that's what I'm saying. How could I belittle you if you say you are and you know you are? But regardless, all I'm saying is the truth, okay? Because it is the truth. I can say it in a humorous way, or I can just say it straight out. Like, listen, leave that stuff alone. Because listen, you saying, oh, this is how you know you're a chosen person, or this, you're doing it for views. You're doing it for clout. You're doing it for money. Because to me, how is you identifying yourself as a chosen one to that extent gonna help the world? Gonna help the children? No, it's just helping. It just building. It just boosting up your head, right? It just boosting up the other person's head. Because you're making it seem like you're focusing on like, yeah, I'm gonna just leave that alone because that's a whole nother thing. But yeah, so breaking the glass spiritually is just knowing to see, right? Because all of these things are in front of us. They've always been, just like the verses. But now they're coming to be revealed. Things are being lit up and no longer in darkness. So you can see better. You can come to know, right? We come out the darkness. The chains are off. The dragon is going to be out soon. It's one of those sort of things. It's soon time. Just like soon time for him to come, the coming of the Lord, coming of the Antichrist, all those things. It's all coming. It's all coming because it's all prophecy. It was always going to come to this. Each generation making our way to the promised land. Okay, well, each generation we're moving. Even if we feel in ourselves we're stagnant and we're not moving, time is still going because it's bigger than you, right? If you get left behind, if you choose not to work, if you choose not to believe, if you choose not to do anything or do suicide, that's you. It ain't going to stop the will. It ain't going to stop the purpose. It ain't going to stop time. And there is a time. There's a divine timing for everything. There's a divine timing of his coming. There it is. It's not gonna stop any of those things. That's why you need to be careful with what you choose to do, because you ain't stopping nothing. Because this is bigger than you. This is not your will. This is the Father's will. So if there is a certain time that he's coming, he's still gonna come. Whether you feel you don't want him to, whether you're gonna be married, getting married, going to work, whether you got the invite, chose to attend, listen, the wedding's still gonna happen. The only thing you're gonna realize is that when you do come back to knock on his door, you can be like, I never knew you. You know, he's gonna say, when I was homeless, you didn't feed me. That's all you're gonna get. It's not gonna stop for you. Judgment's still gonna come. And he's gonna judge everyone accordingly. Ain't no, oh, because we all believe we going to the same place. No, we're not. Just like not all people that kill is gonna be going to hell. People kill for self-defense. You think the people that crucified Jesus was doing it for self-defense? Or they did it because they were jealous? Yeah, that wasn't a question. So you think those two are going to go to the same place? No. But you see, you know this already because this is common sense. But the thing is that you don't want to speak about it. You don't want to talk about it. But instead, you don't want people to talk about it, but you definitely want to parade around and masquerade around like you're somebody that embodies this spirit. And instead of actually being a spirit, you want to play dress up, cross-dressing. You want to play in disguise. Yeah, that spirit. You want to transform gen. Like, stop it. Stop it. And you want those rights, and you want that parade, and you want all that counsel and all of that understanding to be programmed and influenced. Shut up. Shut it all up. That's what's plastered on TV. When you should be talking about the corruptness, talking about the pedophiles, talking about the predators. That should be plastered. That should be counseled. But y'all worried about transforming and changing. No, you need to change the unruliness. But they would never do that because they're unruly. That spirit has always been unruly. So it's like, who truly wins? It ain't about that. Because we already know who's going to win regardless. Jesus is alive. He has risen. Our King is alive. And he is the King of Kings, Lord of Lords. He's the one that sit on a throne with Father. It all comes down to you and what you come to realize. Are you going to open your eyes? Are you going to choose the truth? And that's what it comes down to. The fake news is only doing what it's programmed to do. Satan's only here to distract you, keep you stuck in a place, but it's still up to you to choose. You can complain all day about Satan, but really, you actually enjoy it. You've actually transformed. You're actually in his house working. You actually take delight in it. What the freak do you even mean? So we can go on and on and on, of course, but you know. So breaking the glass spiritually. You can. You can by destroying what they've created. Man-made, created. You know why it's always going to be wrong? Because God created this world, not man. And though man can create things, why you try to replace him? Why do you try to replace him? Why are you trying to corrupt him? Why are you trying to manipulate people's minds about him? Why, come on, why all this mockery? That's why it will always be wrong. Why are you trying to have his people, his children suffer so much? Right? To mock him? Now we plead to man. We beg man to feed us, to produce these things. We eat from the ground. We eat dirt. We eat fake. We eat poison. That's what they feed us. Just a man, not a God. And I'll leave it there.